Hello, and thank you for joining us today for the very first episode of the Lytham Spotlight Series, where we highlight public companies from a variety of sectors through insightful interviews and exclusive updates. My name is Roger Weiss. I'm a vice president here at Lytham Partners and your host for today's episode. Today we feature SOBRsafe, a company that designs and markets non-invasive devices which detect the presence of alcohol in people using proprietary transdermal technology and algorithms. SOBRsafe is listed on the NASDAQ and trades under the symbol SOBR. Leading us through today's episode is their CEO, David Gandini. Please note that this update may feature forward-looking statements, so please refer to the end of the video or the links in the description box below for all appropriate disclaimers and disclosures. So without further ado, let's get started.
Thank you, Roger, and thank you as well to the viewers who are taking time to watch this presentation. I'm extremely pleased to be talking to our investors, potential investors, customers, and anybody interested in the connecting goals of transforming the lives of individuals struggling with alcohol issues. As many of you might have seen, SOBR recently filed its fiscal 2023 10K report with the SEC. We encourage anybody with an interest in our story and our progress to review that information on either the investor section of our website or at sec.gov. While the 10K is obviously a great resource for investors, we wanted to communicate some additional color about our 2023 progress in expanding our line of SOBRsafe alcohol detection products, services, sales outreach, our challenges, and our focus in 2024. After uplisting from the OTC to NASDAQ, SOBRsafe spent a good part of 2023 taking a broad approach to potential sales markets for our technology. As our technology, to us at that point in time, it appeared to have near universal applicability. The initial markets we were targeting were obvious choices: commercial fleets, school bus drivers, manufacturing, warehouses, construction, just to name a few. We were very well received, and management saw the value of our technology, but we were not converting expressed interest into sales, key to the organization. Now, clearly, we understand where we sit. SOBRsafe is an emerging growth company and a rather difficult small company environment. For the last few years, us little guys, not Apple, NVIDIA, or Tesla, have had a tough time in this market. We also understand that both retail and institutional investors are looking for the same thing: companies that grow sales, have those sales lead to generation of cash flow and net income. We want to be that type of company. There's an old saying, you don't fight the tape. Well, for us to concentrate on customer segments with huge potential size, but with multi-year sales cycles, this is a non-starter. For us, from the market's perspective, and we don't want to be in that position, to affirm we're not abandoning these markets, but they will not be our primary focus going forward. So here is our sales focus for 2024. What we discovered with all our outreach was that there are businesses and services that already use different alcohol testing technologies. And in these sectors, the use of testing is mandated. So no education required. It's not a want, it's a need. These sectors already use alcohol detection products as a matter of standard procedure, but are hungry for evolved monitoring and screening solutions. So what are these markets? First, behavioral health, which includes alcohol recovery and mental health. And second, what we term as the justice segment, and I'll get into that in a second. In behavioral health, every patient is routinely screened at point of care to establish the absence of alcohol. And today that means they're blowing into something. And to ensure the effectiveness of this treatment, outpatient monitoring can continue for years. Traditional detection methods using blood, urine, breath have a host of drawbacks, including being invasive, inefficient, unhygienic, and most importantly, degrading. Plus, breathalyzer type devices have a limited life and are often inaccurate and subject to breaking down. Their output is typically analog and requires a staff member to write down results and hopefully log it accurately into patients' records. Can you imagine any medical center or hospital today using analog test output and not having automatic data logging for patients' records and insurance billing? That would never happen, but it still happens for alcohol treatment. As far as the market size, there are approximately 46,000 brick and mortar behavior facilities across the country, and our technology could have immediate application in each. The justice segment relates to basically all things outside of police DUI screening. For example, this segment would include resident testing at a halfway house or halfway houses, or proof of pretrial sobriety. There are also employment and insurance mandates where an employee with a previous infraction is only allowed to work if they demonstrate sobriety on a daily basis. Beginning in the fall of 23, our management team focused sales efforts on these two segments. We're also rolled out a second product, the SOBRsure wearable. This band is a continuous wearable testing device for individuals that complements the SOBRcheck, our stationary and high volume screening solution. Both products fit the behavioral health and justice segments to a T. Rather than taking periodic timeouts for breath tests, a cumbersome and quite frankly degrading experience, individuals can just wear the SOBRsure on their wrist like a Fitbit. The SOBRsure provides continuous monitoring via any paired cell phone. It can be a part of mandated outpatient program or documented proof that separated divorced spouses are maintaining sobriety. For those of you who've been watching our press release Q1 of 24, I can now add even more color that we've secured 16 new accounts in the past 3 months. Proves our focus in the markets is working versus just 3 accounts in all of 2023. We believe that this success represents just the beginning of our broad adoption in behavioral health and justice. We believe that success breeds success, and these new relationships will help spark additional and larger deals. To fuel this growth, we have a strong team of 4 sales individuals and 8 behavioral health professionals that work together hand in hand in the markets that we've mentioned. Also, besides this direct sales effort, we are working on additional avenues to leverage our technology and reach. International expansion, licensing, and integration. You may have noticed at the end of January, we announced that we'd signed a channel partnership in Australia and New Zealand to target behavioral health and justice needs. This announcement has driven inbound interest from other countries, with conversations underway today. We also continue to talk with industry players about potentially using our patent-pending software technology and unique data in their third-party devices and software. While nothing is imminent, a licensing or integration deal would be a means of generating non-dilutive capital and could be a great source of ongoing royalty revenue. Now, I'd like to take a moment to address our continued listing on the NASDAQ capital market. Rest assured, we have a precise and achievable plan to regain compliance. We are currently executing on the plan's phases according to a very specific and prescribed timeline. We look forward to sharing more details as permitted. Wrapping up this video, I'd like to thank our fantastic team at SOBRsafe for all of their dedication, perseverance, and teamwork to get us this far. To you, our investors, potential investors, customers, please keep an eye on our newsfeed. We think you'll be able to see progress in real time as we help deliver more accurate, flexible, and humane alcohol detection technology to the market. And in turn, We really focus on helping people lead more productive and safer lives. Thank you.
Dave, thank you for that update and for joining us today. If you are an institutional investor and would like to schedule a one-on-one meeting with SOBRsafe, then please email me at weiss@lythampartners.com. To all our viewers, we appreciate your tuning in to the Lytham Spotlight Series. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Thank you again and have a great rest of the day.